EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Mayfield. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll go to the ground attack here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Back there, not Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go, the running back. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Moon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll go on the ground. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, Barney.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, step accurately towards a nice pass for a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moon dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a first down throw. Moon eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. First down, Mayfield rolling to his left. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, it's moved. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Moon. Caught Safarian Jenkins right side. And brought down but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Moon trying to lay one up deep. Brings touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mayfield. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Demaryius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Patriot!
And they'll go on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Moon. And he spins through. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw on second down, Moon. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. To throw, Moon. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Moon. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Boom to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
To throw on 2nd down. Moon finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
From the gun, here's Moon. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Set. Boom, landed.
On 1st and 10. Moon. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Boone. Complete out right to Jake Buck. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Moon. Buying time to his left. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Button trash.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On third down, Mayfield. Throw inside, complete. That's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Gun. Over.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Barney. Over. Shift. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. Flush to his right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Demaryius Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down throw. Moon eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. On 1st and 10, Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He finds McKinnon, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want to.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as
Here we
well.
go. 3-19. 3-19.
On third down, Moon flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, he's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play for the Pack on third, and even 40 yards. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
A play fake. Now Moon. And this is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. Able to shake him off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That's to his running back, complete. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone! Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Moon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like he said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Gone.
He's back to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.